For more on this, Mehmet Ogutcu, the chairman of the London Energy Club and former diplomat, joins me now live from London. Thank you so much, sir, for joining us on the program. Now, just walk us through how
Pleasure.
damaging this energy crisis is for Europe and how mainstream people and businesses are suffering from these price increases.
It is amazing when you look at the price levels, also the crisis that has been emerging for the past 4 or 5 months, and the response coming from the European Union. It's really amazing. And we are going to face a very tough winter. Everybody knows about it. And EU countries will be affected with different levels of reaction. And unfortunately, as we have seen a few minutes ago, EU has not been able to come up with a collective response on how to deal with this crisis. Spain is calling for tough measures, a coordinated approach, and it has failed in this meeting, as we have seen. And France is saying that perhaps nuclear should be added as a green fuel to European energy mix. And Germany is silent, and many other countries and also Commission think that market mechanisms should deal with this problem, not any emergency response. Any compensation to households, industry, and power producers perhaps should be transitory, and subsidies that some countries are calling for have not been provided. So we have an emergency situation. We are on the verge of a very, very dramatic energy crisis that will take us through probably to April or May next year. And still, EU is not able to act as a EU-wide mechanism to deal with this matter.
Right, as you said, a lot of divided opinions there among the EU leaders. What do you think the long-term effects of these price increases will be?
Well, I think first we have to understand the root causes of this problem. One reason is that we have been very enthusiastic and very optimistic about the green energy revolution. We thought that overnight fossil fuels will be wiped out, coal, natural gas, and oil, and then renewables, represented by photovoltaic solar, wind, geothermal, biomass, will be replacing it. It has not happened. It's not going to happen. Our near-term future is still with the fossil fuels. There has to be an orderly, smooth transition, whereas it's not happening. And last year, not even last year, 4 or 5 months ago, in our London Energy Club, we were discussing about the abundance of supply in gas, oil, and natural gas, even excess capacity in renewables. And things have changed because of COVID now, restrictions being somehow eased, and because also less investment flowing to fossil fuels. I think that's a very critical element because of the euphoria about the clean energy. Almost 2/3 of the funds available for energy investment worldwide now going to renewables, and only 1/3 is going to oil, gas, and coal. As a result, we are having a supply crunch, and this problem will not go away because if you don't invest today, 2-3 years down the road, the supply situation will be even worse than today. So this energy crisis is not to go away. We knew that this is going to be a painful transition from fossil fuels to green energy, but nobody expected that it will be as severe as we are facing today.
So how long do you think that this crisis is going to last?
I don't think you can speculate on that, but from what I know is that because of the tough winter condition, speculative investment, and traders' tricks, if I were a person believing in conspiracy theories, I would say that Putin and Gazprom perhaps created this because they are going to benefit most from that. So I think we have to go back to the era when fossil fuels will still be with us. We have to clean them, no doubt about this, but don't have an empty, hollow expectation that renewables will replace them. They have to coexist. We have to arrange a smooth transition, and the funding, policies, climate change, Green Deal of the European Union, all of them have to be in tandem. This requires skillful management of the energy industry in public and private sector. Unfortunately, we don't see this happening in EU now. Also, we have similar problems in other countries, including in Turkey. But I think Turkey has done a great job in terms of instituting a renewable energy base that goes in tandem with coal and natural gas. So I think we have a long way to go. It's going to be a tough winter, and we need to be prepared and be very wise on how to deal with it. And we have to do it internationally as well. No nation alone can cope with this crisis.
Indeed, Mehmet Ogutcu, the chairman of the London Energy Club and former diplomat, thank you so much for joining us on the News Hour.